please welcome the Prime Minister, Tony Blair. Thank you very much for coming. Okay, well, we have only got an hour, so let's welcome our first member of the public, Neil Coppendale from Shoreham by Sea. Neil.
Mr. Blair, good evening.
Evening.
Would you have invaded Iraq with all these tens of thousands of lives lost if you'd clearly known there were no weapons of mass destruction?
I would still have authorized the invasion, yes, because I believe that Saddam was in breach of the United Nations resolutions and that the evidence does show that, although you're right in saying that from what we know.
Would you have invaded Iraq with all these tens of thousands of lives lost if you'd clearly known there were no weapons of mass destruction?
I would still have authorized the invasion, yes, because I believe that Saddam was in breach of the United Nations resolutions and that the evidence does show that, although you're right in saying that from what we know now, there weren't readily deployable weapons there at the time that the invasion took place.
From what we know now, wasn't that evident to some extent at the time?
No, I mean, I'm very happy to send you the intelligence reports which have now been published and which show quite clearly not just our intelligence services but others around the world thought that he retained the weapons that, of course, he used against his own people, because many, many people died as a result of his use of chemical weapons.
Well, bearing in mind the fact that tens of thousands of wholly innocent men, women and children have died as a result of the invasion of Iraq, tell me, Mr. Blair, how do you manage to sleep at night?
I don't suppose whatever I'm going to say is going to convince you of this, but I also bear in mind that there have been mass graves uncovered in Iraq with the remains of over 300,000 people, that there were 1 million casualties of the wars that Saddam started. And the best thing I can say, and that's to say, I don't think I'm ever going to persuade you on it, and I understand that, and I don't disrespect your view in opposing the war strongly. If you talk to the Iraqis who have just voted in their first democratic election, I think they would prefer their life and the future they've got now to the one they had under Saddam.
Mr. Blair, I personally...
Flat, man. Seriously. It's a piece of piss. You can get it on the social. Where am I going to go, for fuck's sake? I don't know. What the fuck do you care as long as it's got a fucking phone line? It's all right, isn't it?
Fuck off, you cunt.
I can't fucking relax. Glad to see I'm not alone. I really want to lose my inhibitions, you know, be able to talk to strangers, break the ice, but I can't be arsed either. I don't need this stress on my night off. Britain, chill the fuck out, and then show me how to do it. I think it's time for a new national anthem, you know? One I can relate to. I'm trying to be myself, understand everyone, mission and a heart. Looking at everyone, trying to learn something, but I'm getting more confused. It's hard being cool. Our generation, alienation, have we a soul? Yeah, well, maybe not.